Hello students, let's try to understand one topic student. What is the topic here? You can see that is types of enthalpy in phase transformation student. If the phase is getting transformed student, then they are talking about type enthalpy change. So that is different formulas are being used for different enthalpy transformation student. The first one is enthalpy of allotropic transformation. The enthalpy changed that takes place when one mole of one form of an allotropic modification changes to another. It's called allotropy of allotropic transformation, right? The enthalpy changed that takes place when one mole of one form of an allotropic modification changes to another chain, that is carbon graphite changing into carbon diamond, that is carbon diamond. So what is that is, it is the delta H is equal to delta H transformation. So that will be same. Enthalpy of fusion, it is the enthalpy changed which accompanied the transformation of one mole of a solid substance into liquid state at the melting point. So H2O solid to H2O liquid is 6 kilojoule per mole. Enthalpy of vaporization, it is the amount of heat required to convert 1 mole of liquid into vapor state at its boiling point. So H2O liquid changing to H2O gas. The vaporization is 40 kilojoule per mole. Enthalpy of sublimation, it is quite important. It is the enthalpy changed which accompanied the conversion of 1 mole of solid directly into vapor phase at given temperature below its melting point. So I2 solid, I2 gas. So sublimation is what? 62.39 kilojoule per mole. So delta H sublimation is delta H fusion plus delta H vaporization. This is what the sublimation student. So both we have to write, that is it is sum of the fusion plus vaporization. Enthalpy of phase transformation, here is enthalpy of phase transformation. So here student, enthalpy can be represented as the standard enthalpy, that is delta H naught. This is the enthalpy of the substance at standard state. The standard state is defined as the pure substance held constant at 1 bar. Phase transformation such as ice to liquid, water required or absorb particular amount of standard enthalpy. The standard enthalpy of vaporization is the energy that must be supplied as heat constant pressure per mole of molecule vaporized to liquid state. Now, how to calculate enthalpy of sublimation? So fusion plus vaporization, right? So this is what that is the answer. Standard enthalpy of fusion is the energy that must be supplied as heat at constant pressure per mole of the molecule melted. And standard enthalpy of sublimation is the energy that must be supplied as heat at constant pressure per mole. Okay, so this is what the molecule converted into vapor or solid. So this is what the definition purpose I make student. If you think it is no good to read, then okay, otherwise no need to read.